Hi, my name is Lindy from Project Portfolio Office, and in this video I'm going to be covering filters for PPO administrators. I'm going to start off on the project list just to talk through a couple of the basics. So each list page in PPO has a filter control. By default, we apply the global filter. The global filter is there for ease of use, and it only focuses the user on the open or active items depending on which list page you are on. So to demonstrate that, I've applied my only active projects global filter. Currently, I have 14 items or 14 projects on my list. If I were to mark this project as inactive, my project list will slim down from 14 items to 13. So if we just have a look here, I now currently have 13. But if I remove my global filter so that I can also see my archived projects, you'll see it jumps from 13 to 14. To apply my global filter again, I can either click into the filter control, select project, and then apply this top one, which is the global filter. I can also, if that filter is removed, use this little reset icon on the right-hand side of the filter bar to bring back the standard global filter. If I click into my filter control and select project again, as I said, the top one is our global filter. If there's a little single resource icon, that means it's a personal filter. A personal filter can be set up by any user in PPO and they'll only see their own filters. Once applied, it's got the blue hyperlink on it. I can, as a PPO administrator, click into any personal filter that I have created, and under the actions icon I can actually promote it to a shared filter that all of my users can use. If I remove this filter and just click into the filter control again, if there's an icon with multiple resources, these are shared filters that all of the users have visibility of and can use. Lastly, on the list page, if a resource would like to create their own personal filters, they would use this icon on the left-hand side. When they click that, it just says add filter, and then they can basically over here build their own filter for their own preferences. Nobody else will have visibility of those personal filters. As a PPO administrator, you have access to add or update global filters as well as add shared filters and apply user group filters. Where we do that is under administration and filters under the security grouping. So when you are on the filters page, you'll see there's a group selection. So if all user groups is selected over here, the filters that we see that are applied for these entities are the global filters for ease of use that focuses on open active items. If I were to want to add or look at my shared filters, I'm going to use projects as an example. If I click on this drop down, all of the other filters over here are shared filters that our whole user base can use. If I want to add a new shared filter, I simply click on the drop down, select the blank line at the top, click on the add sign. This then allows me to create a new filter. I'm just quickly going to capture the info. As an example, I'm just going to add a filter to IT projects, so where the department equals IT. So my field I select as department, my operator would be equals, and then I can select my value in the drop down. So this is the custom list for department, and I can then say information technology. I can submit that and then also submit my filter. Very important to note, if you have added a new shared filter, you need to click on the drop down because that one will be the default for the global filter. Click on the drop down again, select only active projects to ensure that the global filter stays correct, and then we submit on the filter page itself. Also, using filtering PPO allows us to limit access for resources or users to only see specific data. So how we apply user group filters is in this drop down, I can select my project team members user group. So anyone that forms part of this user group, if I apply any filtering over here, that's going to restrict the data that they see in PPO. So the example that I'm going to use is I'm going to apply a user group filter for the project team members user group for them to only see projects where the department equals the department on their employee. So for the project filter, I'm going to say add. So for this use case, I only want those resources to see projects where the department on the project equals the department on their resource record. How I would do that, I just give it a name. The field that I'm going to be working with is department. My operator is going to be equals. And then what we specify under the value is own resource. So department on resource would be the option that I would select. And I would then just simply submit that and submit my filter. So in the case where I apply a user group filter, we just ensure that it is selected over here and I can submit. How that user group would apply then is if I am in the project team members user group, this is my resource record. The department that is selected is finance. So if I were to log into PPO as Barry Lineker, the only projects that I would have visibility of are the 3 projects that are allocated to the finance department. I hope you found this valuable. Thanks for watching.